Now we're recording. We weren't before.
Okay.
Now we are. I'm sorry for the confusion.
Why do I think that we were already recording?
Well, no, we were. I had pushed start streaming by accident, so I don't want to stream our recording. That would be weird.
I mean, it'd probably be fine. The experience wouldn't be much different. I don't think.
Yeah,
except people would play sound effects and stuff.
Yeah, and also except then Gary Busey really would hear us live. Hey, why don't you go ahead and start us off, Craig Benzine?
Hey, welcome to Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. There's already music playing, but I'm going to also play the guitar.
I'm talking about lettuce.
There.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I didn't know you were going to play something that good. I mean, that was really good. Welcome to the show, you guys. My name is Greg Benson, and this is my friend, Gary. I want to say Gary. Is that wrong? I know it's something that's like Greg.
This is what episode is this? Like 30?
Gene is your name.
We've done many episodes of this. We've known each other for years.
Uh-huh.
I only recently told you my middle name was Gene.
Yeah, Gene.
And
are you named after Blue Gene?
Who?
You know the David Bowie song, Blue Jean. I just met a girl named Blue Jean.
I don't think that's the David Bowie song.
No, it actually is. That is a David Bowie song.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Blue Jean, I just met a girl named Blue Jean, and suddenly I found how wonderful a Jean can be.
I think you're thinking of that musical, that famous. A lot of people know it. That famous Steven Spielberg musical.
Yeah. About his time growing up on the streets of New York.
Yeah. Maria, I just met a boy named Maria. It's a weird name for a boy. Welcome to the show, you guys. Listen, since he's not going to tell you his name, I'll go ahead and tell you. That's Craig Benzine. You may know him as the Asthmatic Food Server. I'm a big fan of that channel. It's all about how to work as a food server when you have trouble breathing.
It's actually called Wheezy Waiter, but it's not about that at all. No,
it's about how you have asthma and you're trying to like deliver all the plates. Table 4 wants water. And like they've been, and then you forgot to put in the order for table 12, and they're like, "Did you forget to put our order in?" You're like, "No, of course I didn't." But then you did forget.
Yeah. I basically work at a restaurant and I have the camera with me at all times.
Yeah, and you have trouble breathing.
Yeah, and I have trouble breathing. So I'm like, "What would you like? What would you like to eat today, sir and madam?"
This is what makes your channel so special. People are like, how's he going to serve all those tables when he's obviously having some sort of an asthma attack?
No, Greg. I started the channel when I was a waiter, but I'm no longer a waiter because I make videos for a living.
Yeah, you know? I got fired from waiting tables back in the early '90s when I moved out here to LA.
The entire job.
Yeah, I got
the entire profession of waiting tables.
Well, pretty much because if I got fired from one restaurant, and then if I tried to use that as a reference to another restaurant, they wouldn't hire me. So basically, I just got fired. So I was like, well, I guess I'll just be an actor full time.
Yeah. So you came to LA to be a waiter.
Yeah, I mean that was the original plan. Yeah, that was the original plan. I had a plan to move out here. And
that's probably why it didn't work out, because a pran is not a thing. So
I mean, it was in LA at the time. In the 90s, it was a thing. Like a lot of people had an LA pran, and I did. Yeah. And I was just sorry it didn't work out because my pran was pretty good.
Yeah.
Apparently, restaurant owners don't like it when you call their daughter a horrible, horrible name, even if she's a horrible person.
Okay, I mean that seems obvious. I don't think that's unique to restaurant owners. I think anyone would not like it if you called their daughter a horrible name.
Just restaurant owners.
Or they probably wouldn't like it if you called anyone that they love a horrible name.
What if they're all horrible people? I mean, someone has to tell them, right?
That's the thing, though. It doesn't work like that because horrible people. Part of the reason they're horrible is they don't realize that they're horrible.
I know. That's why you have to tell them. You have to say, you're a horrible, horrible person.
Or sometimes they know they're horrible and they get energy off of being horrible. So if you call them a horrible name, then they have another reason to be horrible to you, and they like that.
It's like if you suspect that somebody at school is a bully, and you go like, "Hey, you're a bully," and the person is like, "You know what? I guess I am a bully," and then it's reinforced, and then from that point on, they're just a bully.
So you help them self-actualize as a bully.
So really, if someone is a bully in school, what's probably good to do is just give them a big hug and give them like a nice gift.
Like a flower?
Yeah, not just a flower, I think 8 flowers.
And tell them that you love them?
Yeah. And say, "I love you, Steve." Let's just say the bully's name is Steve.
Okay. Sure,
I love you, Steve. Here's 8 flowers.
Mm-hmm. Can we call him Dwayne instead?
Yeah, let's call him Dwayne.
I've decided, for a long time, Gary was my go-to, but now Dwayne, I think, is my go-to.
Yeah, I knew a guy in high school named Dwayne.
Yeah?
We called him Crazy Dwayne. He had a gun.
He brought it to school?
No, luckily he never brought it to school, but he had one at his home, and so when I found that out, I stopped being friends with him.
Yeah. I mean, he had a kill machine.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really want to be...
I don't want to hang out with a guy with a kill machine. I mean, he had a gun and he had a kill machine, which was weird. It's this big machine you just get into and it kills you.
Okay.
And he'd be like, "Do you want to get in my kill machine?" And I'm like, "No, thank you. No, I do not."
You made the right choice, Greg. Can we talk about your hair for a second?
Yeah, let's talk about my hair. I wanted to look good for you today, and then at the last minute, I decided, nah.
Okay, all right. I understand.
My hair's sticking up.
It's sticking up a lot.
Yeah.
Like what happened? What happened?
Well, I haven't taken a shower yet, and also I've been letting my hair grow out a little bit. And then I worked on a TV show a couple days ago, and they trimmed it on the sides and in the back, but they just left it all on the top, and that's the look they liked. I'm like, well, I'm just sticking with that for a while. So I decided to just let it do its thing this morning.
Okay.
Instead of trying.
I think it's a good look for you. I think you should stick with it.
It's sort of like a Lyle Lovett thing. Like he just would just stick it up as far as he could in the front and the top.
Yeah. I like it.
It's pretty sexy. I mean, any way you look at it. I mean, people who are watching this on YouTube are like, "God damn, that guy's sexy." In fact, all the comments are going to be like, "God damn, that Greg is sexy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think I should do with my hair?
I think what you're doing is really good. I mean, I think, I think it's really good. Super good.
It's mostly not there. Should I shave my head?
No. I like it like this. No, because when you shave your head, then that's a commitment to always shaving your head. Then you're going to be Mr. Head Shaving Guy.
That's true. That would actually be more work. In my head, it's like on my head, and in my head, it is. It simplifies it. It's like, oh, just shave it. But then I will always have to shave. I will have to do something more often. Like right now, I can just let it grow out sometimes, and that's fine.
Yeah, you just let it go. But you're Mr. Head Shaver. Then like 2 days after you've shaved your head, you're like, "Oh man, it's starting to get all stubbly. I better shave my head again."
Because people will look at me and be
me.
Because every time it gets a little stubbly, people will look at me and go, "Oh, he's letting himself go.
Yeah,
he's not trying anymore."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, and also, I don't know why when you shave your head, why you have to make that sound with your mouth. That me.
Yeah,
that's weird.
You don't have to do that at all.
No, apparently you do. Apparently, it's a thing.
Why? Why do you think that?
Don't ask me. I don't make the rules.
Yes, you made that rule. Greg, I feel like you have more control over your behavior and your actions than you think you do.
Do I really?
Yeah, you do.
Man, listen. Yeah. This is why this podcast is so popular in Bulgaria, because it's full of surprises. By the way, guys, you are listening to the number 20 comedy podcast of Bulgaria. Congratulations to us.
Yeah.
Did you know that we have Bulgarian fans?
I'm only vaguely aware of where Bulgaria is.
Oh, come on. Let me ask you something. What's your favorite Bulgarian food?
I would have to say
you're Googling it.
I'm thinking about it.
You're thinking while you're Googling Bulgarian foods. I love it.
Thinking about.
Come on, just name your favorite Bulgarian food.
I'm trying to decide between shopska salata or moussaka. I can't decide.
Man, if you want to impress people, you say
Snezhanka is pretty good.
You know, first of all, moussaka, that's a Greek food, and if you want to impress people, you put the accent on the last syllable like they do in Greece. It's moussaka. Not a lot of people know that. Listen, I want you to learn
They make it better in Bulgaria.
You think they do? Do you think they make better moussaka in Bulgaria?
Yeah.
Maybe in Bulgaria they call it moussaka, but in Greece they call it moussaka.
Well, the main difference between the Bulgarian and Greek moussaka is that the Bulgarian version is made with potatoes instead of eggplant. So,
you know what? Then I like the Greek version better. You know what? I love a good.
But it also
moussaka.
includes ground meat. It also includes ground meat, eggs, onions, spices, and milk and yogurt. So
they put milk in it.
Yeah.
Why do they do that?
To make it good.
Yeah, I do that with cereal sometimes. You ever put milk in cereal? Oh my God, it makes it so much better.
I just did that. In fact, that's the very common thing to do.
What?
That's not. You're being very common.
What?
What
are you talking about?
Dare I say boring?
What? Wait. You think it's common to put milk in your cereal?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean,
what do you think? What do you normally put in?
I have never heard of anybody else doing that.
What do you normally put in your cereal?
Well, you don't normally put anything in it. You normally just pour your cereal on a plate, and then you just sort of shovel the plate towards your face, and some of it gets in your mouth, and the rest of it kind of all over your lap and stuff. And which frankly, I don't think that's the smartest way to eat cereal. That's just me.
Yeah. Who taught you how to eat cereal?
Jerry Can Clam.
Jerry Can Clam doesn't know how to eat cereal, Greg.
Well, listen, don't you judge Jerry Can Clam. Don't judge Jerry Can Clam and his cereal eating methods.
No, I just had cereal a little while ago. I put milk on it, and it was delicious. What kind of cereal do you like?
Well, thanks for stealing my idea and pretending like it's yours.
It is required. It is required with cereal. And that's kind of weird that like cereal is this super popular thing, but I feel like cereal and the milk, big milk and big cereal are in cahoots.
Let me ask you something. If you're so smart, like, I just put milk in my cereal. Well, then how did you keep the milk from running off the plate? If you're so smart.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. You can use a bowl. Are you aware of what a bowl is?
Is that like a plate but flatter? It doesn't go up a little on the edges?
No, it goes up a lot more on the edges. It's a bowl. It's like
bowl.
No, it's just one syllable.
Bowl.
B-O-W-L, not bowl. No. No, I don't know what you're saying now. Are you okay?
I'm just saying what you're saying. What is this bad you're talking about?
Okay, you lose all sense when you say that word. It's another one of those words where you lose all ability to function.
I'm just trying to go along with what you're saying. So you're saying that you put your cereal in a bowl, and then
your arms go limp when you say that. You're like, what's happening?
I'm just trying to understand your story.
Okay.
Oh, Craig, sometimes talking to you is difficult. All right, so you're telling me that
it's not difficult to talk to me. You don't know what a bowl is.
A bowl.
Bowl. Just bowl. I don't know why. I don't know why your hearing goes bad when I say bowl. Bowl. Okay. All right. It's like your brain it has all the words it can know, and then when you introduce a new one, your brain's maxed out, so you can't form another word.
Well, I mean, you're coming up with all these weird words and stuff. So nobody's ever heard of this before. So I don't know what you're making up like, oh yeah, you just put your cereal in your milk and and I'm like, I don't even know what that is. What is that?
It's a bowl, and it's very, very common. I don't know how long the word's been around, but a bowl, I'm sure, has been around for thousands, tens, 20,000s of years.
Oh my God, that's got to be worth a lot of money. Then if you have something that's that old, that's got to be worth a lot of money. I wouldn't just put food in it.
No. A bowl as a tool has been around, not one single bowl.
I thought there was one. There's only one, and it's like tens of thousands of years old. See,
there
Craig,
might be. Well, there are some, yes, but there are some that are very new. In fact, I'm texting you a picture of a bowl right now.
Oh, great. I wish that you could just be a little more clear, because I'm sure that there are a lot of people who are listening to this who are like, "What is Craig talking about? What is this brow? Oh! I see. No, I've seen one of these before.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a half a coconut. You put it over your breasts.
No.
That's what that is.
I mean, no. That's wooden, and that's a bowl.
I think it's half a coconut, and it goes over your breasts.
You pour your cereal in there. Imagine pouring cereal in there and then pouring milk. On that cereal.
You're gonna get that. You're gonna get milk and cereal all over your breasts. That's disgusting.
No. Forget about breasts for a second.
I cannot ever forget about breasts.
Don't think about them.
Well, listen. That's like the worst thing you could say to a man. Don't think about breasts, because then all you can think about is breasts.
Yeah.
And now they've got milk and cereal all over them. Which, honestly, not a bad way to have cereal. Just to put milk and cereal all over some breasts.
I mean, maybe, yeah, that seems impractical.
Yeah. And then as they say, just go to town. You know? You go to town, you show everybody in town your milk and cereal covered breasts.
Oh, your own?
Or someone else's, like whoever you've hired. Like if you go to like hire one of those day workers in front of Home Depot, and you pour milk and cereal all over their breasts, and then you take them to town and show everybody.
That seems illegal. That seems illegal, actually.
I don't really know what the rules are for day workers.
Okay, all right.
All I know is they need employment, and you want to help them out every once in a while.
I think putting food on any part of a naked body of another person, and they get paid for it, I feel like is
a generous thing to do. I know exactly what you're going to say. It's a very generous thing to do.
Well, arguably, but probably it's provided they don't mind. But there's probably some laws being broken.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's just pretend I didn't say it then. Let's pretend like I've never done that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's just pretend I've never ever done that.
Do we have to pretend? Can we just, believe that you've never done that?
I see what you're saying. Oh yeah. Sure, I've never done that. Ha 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 ha. Never ever done that.
Can you not like laugh weirdly and overly emote about not ever having done that?
No, I'm just saying I've never ever done that.
You're laying. Wink. Okay, all right. When you wink, you don't have to say wink.
Wink.
First, and you don't even have to wink.
Okay.
We could just actually.
How do you know I'm winking if I don't say it and I don't do it? How do you know I'm like you just assume someone is constantly winking?
You don't have to wink. I don't know why would you have? If you don't do it, I will know that you haven't done it. Winking. Yeah.
All right, I see what you're doing here, Craig. All right. Okay. I see what you're doing. I got it.
Yeah, I'm just saying you have not gone and paid someone to pour cereal on them and eat it off of that.
Yeah, all right, I got you.
I mean, if there's consent, I guess it's okay.
Oh, wait. Bowl.
Yeah. Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you got it.
This episode is sponsored by Random Celebrities' hilarious fake product. Are you having a problem? Then the solution involves this hilarious product, available at a place.
You're not trying anymore, Greg.
What are you talking about? I wrote that ahead of time.
You're not trying. That is so non-specific. I can't even.
Well, what you do is you take a random celebrity and then you add a hilarious fake product after the random celebrity's name, and then you ask a question about like, are they having a problem? And then the solution is the product.
Yeah. Can we fill it? Can we be more specific? Like which celebrity? Which one? Which celebrity?
Let's go. Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand. Okay. What's the product? And what's the problem? What's the problem and what's the product?
The product is hair cooling gel.
Hair cooling gel. So the problem is your hair is too hot.
Is your hair too hot? Then why not try Barbara Streisand's hair cooling gel?
Why are you so nervous, Greg? You do this all the time.
Just you're putting a lot of pressure on me, and I don't really know how to handle this.
No, this is very. I don't know what's happening to you because you do this all the time. You have very specific ads all the time.
Yeah, I know, but I was not prepared for this, and now you're making me come up with something last minute. Hey,
we're not prepared for these podcasts ever. I don't know what's going on with you. Is everything okay?
I don't know. My hair is really hot, and I just don't know what to do about it.
Well, hair cooling gel. Barbara Streisand has some hair cooling gel.
She does? Tell me about it.
Well, you apply it to your hair,
okay,
and it cools it down.
Oh my God! How many degrees?
50 or 60.
50 or 60 degrees. I'm gonna have some freezing cold hair.
Yes, you are.
Wow. If my hair was if my hair was around 106, like my hair's like, oh my God, it's really hot, like 106, and if it cools
Hang on,
it down.
My wife is calling me. Sorry.
Oh, great. She's calling you? Sorry.
Hello.
This is exciting. He's taking a real phone call here, guys. So
I'm in the middle of recording two guys talking about lettuce right now.
Oh my God. He's talking to her right now. He's talking to China.
Oh, about lettuce? You have something important to say about lettuce?
Oh my God, she's got something important to say about lettuce.
Can I put you on speaker?
Oh my God, this is so great. China's gonna be on speakerphone.
Okay.
This is her second appearance right here on the podcast. This is so exciting.
How I'd never use this. How do I put you? Okay, there we go.
So great.
Here we go.
Okay, let's hear it.
What? Okay.
Hold it up to the mic.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Hold it up to the mic.
So
up to the mic.
Important lettuce news that I have.
Okay.
Someone is coming by the house to pick up that old Nokia phone.
Okay.
Up on the little counter in between the living room and the kitchen.
Okay.
Also, in the past and in the future, I have eaten and will eat lettuce.
Oh my God.
Really? What?
That's
like
amazing.
In what form will you eat it?
Oh, I don't know. Probably like arugula, some romaine.
Oh.
Unfortunately, probably also some iceberg in my future.
Yeah.
Oh
iceberg's the least good. Iceberg's the least good.
Involuntary iceberg.
Now listen. How warm is your hair right now? Well, you know that Barbara Streisand makes a cooling gel, a hair cooling gel.
She does.
Like that very much.
Why? Don't say that. They are the sponsor.
Man.
Oh, I love icky cold gel.
No, don't use the word icky. Don't you? Okay, we're done. We're done.
Oh man,
okay.
I can't. I just got a notification. We've lost our sponsor.
Okay. What?
We lost our sponsor. I got a notification we lost our sponsor.
Okay, Greg, you're gonna have to talk. Go do something.
No problem. My wife's calling too. Hello, hi.
Okay.
Oh, hi,
I'm
wife.
leaving.
Oh, hang on. My wife's on also. I'll put her on speakerphone. Click. Hi, sweetie. Oh, hey, how are you? I love you so much. Oh, I love you too. What are you doing? Just thinking about how much I love you. Oh, well, that's great. What else are you thinking about? Loving you and all that stuff. Okay, well, thanks for calling. Bye. Bye. Click. Okay, good. Listen, that was exciting. We both just had a call from our wives, and I guess since Craig is gone, that means that now it's time for me to do a solo, very exclusive solo Patreon bonus section, which starts right now.
This portion of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce has been edited out for your listening inconvenience. If you wish to hear the complete, unedited version with the bonus talking, be sure to visit patreon.com/Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. And now, back to the edited, not as good version of the podcast.
And that's the end of the Patreon-only bonus section, which for the first time included 10 seconds of silence. That was amazing. That's something that we never really do on the non-Patreon bonus section.
Silence?
That's what I call the rest of the podcast is called the non-Patreon bonus section.
Maybe we should change the name of the podcast to that. The non-Patreon bonus section.
It's a pretty good name. It might, listen, that might bump us up to number 19 comedy podcast of Bulgaria.
It could. It possibly. See, I say that titles don't matter, but I think they do matter with the actual name of the podcast.
Yeah.
But not the name of episodes. So we
point.
really screwed up the name of the podcast.
I feel like not a lot of people want to listen to two guys just talking about lettuce, but they don't really know that we rarely talk about lettuce.
It's as if we came up with the title as a joke quickly and didn't think about it at all and just went with it.
Yeah.
And took it way too far.
And here we are 35 episodes in. By the way, are you thinking that we'll do 52 episodes and then just go ahead and call it a day? We're like, all right, we did a year of weekly episodes. That's enough.
You think that's what we're going to do?
Maybe.
Is that what you want to do?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of enjoying this.
Oh, I'm enjoying it too. I think we should keep doing it as long as we want to do it.
All right.
And I want to do this forever. I would like to forever. Yeah. Forever. Like I want to figure out how to live forever.
All right.
And we will do this every week until the sun blows up the earth. And even after if we can somehow figure it out.
Yeah, I mean then I think we might still be able to record stuff if we've got a good insulated home when the earth blows up.
by then we will probably be on a starship.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. We built this city.
Yeah.
Sorry, when you said starship, that's the first thing I thought of.
I was really hoping you'd continue.
Well, that's it. That's the whole song.
That you don't just say we built this city. You got to say the whole chorus.
That is the whole thing. That's the whole song.
We built this city.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole song, and it's the shortest
song.
What are you? What is that? What are you singing now? What is that? Shortest song.
This city.
Oh my god. Man, that is
we built this city on rock and roll.
God damn it. That is.
See, I can do that too, Greg. You do that all the time, but I can do it too.
Yeah,
Others
I know.
Can do it too.
You know what? Listen, I'm just thrilled that you have shared your dulcet tones with our viewers and listeners.
Sounds like you looked up the word dulcet before this episode, and you got real excited to say.
Well, of course I did. I do my research before the episode. And I'm like, I better look up dulcet.
Why? Why dulcet?
Because you got to be prepared, man. Oh, what? You didn't look it up before this episode?
I did not look up dulcet.
All right, go ahead and look up dulcet and give us the meaning of dulcet.
All right. Sweet and soothing.
Yeah. You do have you have a sweet and soothing voice. Dulcet tones, as I like
Greg,
to say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, sure. I mean, this is why you're a rock and roll star. How's your band doing, by the way? You're still with your band? The ponies in the club on the driftwood.
It's called Driftless Pony Club.
That's what I said.
Greg. We haven't done much in a little while. We were recording an album, and then a pandemic hit, and then we're like, let's just stop talking to each other.
Well, why didn't you just keep recording the album, but do it, like over Zoom or something?
Well, we try that sometimes. It's just we're just lazy. We're just old now and lazy, I guess. And 3 of us have kids, and so. Oh my God!
Do you know which 3?
No, I'm still trying to figure that out.
That's a weird thing. 3 of us have kids, but I don't know. And that's three out of what? 18? Is about 18, 19 members of the band?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We are.
That's a huge band.
Yeah.
Man,
we're called Arcade Fire 2. That's
how many members are there in the Arcade Fire?
Well, off the top of my head,
come on.
I'm thinking. How many members? I'm counting them in my head.
As you're googling, he's googling, folks.
No, I'm counting. It was 1, 3. 4, 5, 6.
Oh my God. Oh my God! I didn't know he was not going to actually count the members.
7.
That's it. Look, one time.
Well, I feel like they come and go. So
one time I went to a concert. You ever go to a concert?
Yeah. I actually just went to one recently, a Modest Mouse concert.
That's ridiculous. One time I went to see Belle and Sebastian. Now you'd think that you go to see Belle and Sebastian, there's going to be 2 people on stage, right? There's going to be Belle. And then the other guy, and nobody knows his name. So So you think there's going to be 2 people.
Yeah.
Turns out there were 14 people on that stage. And I'm not even joking. I counted, there were 14 people on the stage. They were touring with 14 people total. How are you going to make any money touring with 14 people?
Well, maybe it's not about the money. Maybe it's about the love. Maybe it's about the love.
They had horns and they had strings.
Yeah.
Multiple percussionists.
I like 14
the band Bell people.
And Sebastian.
Oh my God, I love Bell and Sebastian. What's your favorite Bell and Sebastian album?
I don't know the albums that well, but I know The Boy with the Arab Strap.
Yeah, that's good.
Is that a song or is that an album? I know it's a song, but
it is a song and an album. It is the title song of that album. That's a good album, but my favorite would be Dear Catastrophe Waitress. And I'm just saying this because if anybody's listening to this and they want to enjoy their lives, they are going to go and listen to Bell and Sebastian's album, Dear Catastrophe Waitress, and they will enjoy their lives. They're
also going to listen to Modest Mouse, The Moon in Antarctica.
Let me ask you something. How modest can a mouse be?
Very. Have you seen mice? You barely ever see them because they're so modest. They run away.
I guess that's true. They are pretty modest.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about that.
Yeah. I saw Modest Mouse. Speaking of bands with lots of members, I saw Modest Mouse many years ago.
Yeah.
At the House of Blues in Chicago, and there were 3 members on stage.
And were they all mice?
None of them were mice.
Whoa, wait, hang on a second.
A little bit of bullshit, frankly. A little bit.
Yeah, I mean that is some bullshit. Did you just stand up and yell, "This is some bullshit," and then walk out?
Yes, and then I walked back in because then I remembered, it's a band made of people, and that's what I came to see.
Yeah.
And then I saw them again years later when they got real much more popular.
Yeah.
And they had like 12 people on stage, and I didn't like it as much. Like it as much.
That's too many people.
And then I saw them a week ago.
Yeah. How many people they have?
4. They were playing an old album, and it was great. It was great.
Neat.
Yeah. So more people is worse, Greg. That's the lesson.
I don't know, though. I mean, Bell and Sebastian put on a pretty great show.
Yeah, actually, Bell and Sebastian would probably be good with a lot of people. But,
so did I ever tell you my story of when I went to see Spinal Tap Unplugged?
No.
True story. House of Blues, maybe, 15 years ago, 12 years ago, something like that. They advertised Spinal Tap Unplugged. And I was like, oh, my freaking God, I do not want to miss this show. That sounds
great.
Amazing. So my buddy Dave and I bought a couple tickets. The tickets were only $40 for standing room only.
You bring up your buddy Dave a lot. Is he real?
No. Whenever I want to just make up a person, I just say my buddy Dave because it sounds real.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I pictured Dave Coulier.
Yeah, that's who it was. So Dave Coulier and I bought a couple of tickets for $40 each to see Spinal Tap Unplugged.
Yeah.
We go to the House of Blues. We're so excited. We're hanging out with a bunch of Spinal Tap and comedy fans. And Harry Shearer comes out on the stage. You know, Harry Shearer, one of 4 members of Spinal Tap. Yeah. He comes out on stage with his band, which is not Spinal Tap. And then they proceed to play a bunch of political humor songs that have nothing to do with Spinal Tap. And it was false advertising because it was not Spinal Tap. And
Wait, he wasn't opening?
Nope.
It was
just a Harry Shearer concert, and he likes to play political humor, and I hate political humor. I really despise it. So he's playing these political songs and just being himself. He's not even in character as Derek Smalls or whatever his character is, which might actually be correct. So it wasn't Spinal Tap Unplugged. And my buddy Dave and I hung out for like the first half of it. And when we realized that Spinal Tap is not going to be coming out, then we just got the hell out of there. And then here's the second part of the story. Cut to about a year later, and I have gone to the Greek Theater to see Squeeze, one of my favorite bands. And after the show, we're walking... we go backstage because I forget why we had a connection to get backstage. And we go backstage to go and meet Squeeze and some other people. Yeah. And Harry Shearer is there with a buddy. He's there with a friend of his, with his buddy Dave. And so Dave and I...
Dave
Coulier.
David... Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're always Dave Coulier.
I was thinking Dave Duchovny, maybe.
And Dave Coulier. So
Okay, yeah.
we walk. This is a true story. I walk up to Harry Shearer. I can't believe I didn't tell you the story because it's a good one. I walk up to Harry Shearer. I said, "Hey, Harry. My buddy Dave and I went to see Spinal Tap Unplugged at the House of Blues, and it turns out it was just you playing political comedy songs." He was like, "Oh yeah," he says, "I don't know why House of Blues advertised it as that. I told them not to mention Spinal Tap, but then they advertised it as Spinal Tap Unplugged." And I said, "Well, we went there to see Spinal Tap Unplugged, and then it was just you doing political songs, and I don't like political humor, and so we just left, and I feel like you owe us $40 each." And he went, "Oh, I don't keep any money on me. I'm kind of like the Pope." I'm like, "Okay, well, you're with a friend here. Could you borrow $80 from your friend and then pay him back?"
I could see you doing this.
I really would like a refund for those tickets because that's just false advertising. He goes, "Oh, no, I can't help you out anyway. Nice meeting you. Best of luck to you." And he walked away. And that was it. And listen, let me just say something. Harry Shearer is a guy who has all the money. He gets like
That's true.
He gets like $20 million an episode for The Simpsons. Maybe not that
20
much.
million might be a little much.
Maybe that's a little high. But the guy gets so much. He gets so much. And the fact that he couldn't just whip out $80 and give it to a guy who just wanted a refund for the tickets.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think advertising. Your anger is correct, and I would love.
My anger is always correct.
And I know that I could see you doing that.
Oh,
and
I did it.
I would never do that, but even though I don't fault you for doing it, but I think to defend him, he probably didn't have any money on him, and I don't think he would want to ask his friend to give money to you. That would also be weird, don't you think?
No, I think because he's going to see his friend regularly, so all he has to do is give his friend $80 next time, or go buy his friend like a super nice sushi dinner or something.
If I was in that position and I genuinely had nothing to do with House of Blues's advertising, I would probably Venmo you if I were in his position.
I think that this whatever, this was 10 years ago. It might have been pre Venmo.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
absolutely,
I would have been pissed. That's horrible that they said that.
We were so excited to see Spinal Tap Unplugged, and then we were so disappointed and frankly a little pissed. So I feel like I was very nice in the way that I asked him back. This is only the second time I've ever asked a celebrity for a refund. The first time was like right after I moved to LA in the 90s. It was in the early to mid 90s. I'm driving down like either Santa Monica or Melrose, and I pull up to a red light, and a beautiful Lexus pulls up next to me, and I look over, and comedian Louis Anderson, may he rest in peace, is right next to me with the windows down, and I got the windows down in my car. And I said, "Hey, Louis," and he said, "What?" And I said, "You owe me $6." And he said, "For what?" And I said, "I saw the wrong guys in the theater." And he went, and drove off. So I made him laugh, but I did not get my $6 back.
Oh, you genuinely wanted that $6.
Yeah, The Wrong Guys was a horrible movie. I mean, a horrible movie.
Never saw it.
I think it was called The Wrong Guys. Let me look it up.
The Wrong Guys.
Are you looking it up?
Yep.
I'm going to look it up.
1988? Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, yeah. So I'd only seen it probably like 4 or 5 years earlier. It was one of those movies that was so bad that, like when you see a movie and that people are like in a car and the car is like going off a cliff or whatever, and then everybody in the car goes, "Oh shit!" Yeah. It's one of those movies.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't sound terrible yet.
Okay, there was one shot where there are like 4 guys, and they're all they've all fallen. Maybe they've jumped out of the car and they're rolling down a hill. So all the guys are rolling down the hill. So the camera is locked down on the grass on the hill, just like an overhead shot of the grass of the hill. And then you just see a jump cut of one actor after another just rolling past the camera. Blip, 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 blip. Next person. Blip, 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 blip. Next person. Blip, blip. It's just like, it was lazy, crappy filmmaking.
That sounds boring. That sounds boring.
Just a terrible movie.
Well, the director was a screenwriter for The Rocketeer. Fun fact.
The Rocketeer is the first audition that I had when I moved out to Los Angeles. There was a big open call. And by the way, I later found out that when there are big open calls, or cattle calls as they're called, they're looking for the new lead of The Rocketeer. They were looking for the new lead of this movie. I found out that when that happens, they're not really auditioning anybody. It's just a publicity stunt. And their publicity stunt involves getting hundreds of actors to show up. And they actually did it at this big church that was on Franklin at La Brea. There's this big church there. And that's where this big open call took place. And I showed up, and these so-called casting directors would interview people, and then you'd go on to the next level. And I'm sure they didn't cast anybody in any kind of role from that open call. But I went there and waited in line with a bunch of other actors.
Well, I would have loved to see you in The Rocketeer, but then we probably would not be doing this podcast right now.
Because I'd be so famous. And because I would probably be married to Jennifer, what's her name?
Jennifer Connelly.
Jennifer Connelly, yeah. If I
you might have been married to Timothy Dalton.
I would have either been married to Timothy Dalton or probably I would be married to Timothy Dalton and Jennifer Connelly, like in sort of one of those three-way marriages.
Yeah.
You know, they call them a triangle marriage, a marriage
triangle. And maybe
triangle.
Alan Arkin as well.
I'd marry him also just because he makes me laugh a lot. I mean, you gotta marry an old person who makes you laugh a lot. That's what I've always said.
You gotta marry an old person. That's what my wife did.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's right. You are considerably older than your wife.
Yes. I am considerably. 9 years. 9.
And I'm older than I'm almost a full year older than my wife.
That is.
My wife.
Like robbing the cradle, Greg. You're robbing the cradle.
I know.
Yep. I feel like we're done with the podcast now. I feel like this is it.
Yeah.
I feel like we talked about everything.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the last episode.
Really?
Yeah, I think we're done.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening to our podcast, Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. It has been fun. We have enjoyed hanging with you guys.
Yeah.
So I guess that this is the last one.
This isn't the first time we've said this is the last one, but yes, this is the last one.
I look forward to discussing on the next episode if this really was the last one or not. That's what I look forward to.
That'll be what we talk about next time.
That's going to be a good conversation because nobody will know until then if we really meant it or not until we talk about whether we meant it or not.
Yeah, until we definitely do another episode and talk about whether we meant it or not.
All right, we'll see you guys on the next episode, which is the next one after the last one. And we'll talk about how this was the last.
Well, this is great because if there will be a last one someday, and we've already taken care of it. We got it done.
That's so great. And you never know. Listen, nobody knows what's going to happen to them from day to day. So it's good that every episode we say is our last episode.
You know what? We should treat every episode as if it's the last.
Okay. Just like how they say treat every day as if it's your last day with a lot of crying and pleading.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the crying and pleading. I don't think that's what you should do if it's your last day.
Okay.